Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Is This Good with Brett and Dylan. Dylan, take it from here. I got stuff to do.
Okay, well, Brett, he is playing what is it, Mario Kart?
Mario Kart
7? 8. Okay, so he's going to be preoccupied. It's going to be me rolling solo the whole episode. I am now your host, no longer the co-host. The hires up said, Brett, you're out. Dylan, you're in. So now Brett...
Hold on.
...is playing this game.
I got a boomerang.
Wait, that looks fun.
Do you want to play?
No.
Here, you take it.
I don't want to. Okay.
Alright, guys. I'm going to take over from now. Basically, I don't know. If you really want to get personal, not a fan of sleeping bags, you know? I guess it goes back to I don't like camping.
Yeah, these graphics are really good.
Right, well, maybe this is a bit...
Okay, everyone, I'm back. So speaking of driving golf carts...
Hold on.
Or go-karts.
That was a hilarious bit.
I am losing my mind with laughter.
What do you do with a go-kart?
Like, what do you go?
Yeah, but what do you do?
What do you, dude?
Like, if you want to get a go-kart from point A to point B, what do you do to it?
You press the gas pedal.
Well, what did you do this week, Dylan?
I saw a chef.
Was that why didn't you invite me?
I just wanted to be alone. And I needed a Brett break.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Was it just a bunch of cooking?
Yeah, it was food porn. I know what you were trying to do before. Drive.
Oh, you sissy.
Sissy. Because that's a good point, because that's what we watched for this podcast.
We get to that. We're only like 2 minutes in.
Oh.
We still have 18 minutes of banter before.
Oh, it's 20-minute minimum of banter? Do people text like, hey, you know what? You know what's better than 10 minutes of banter? 20 minutes of banter.
People begging me to make these podcasts shorter. I just wanted to say I finished season 2 of Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah?
It's good.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't like that show at the beginning. I was like, this is dumb. And
well, you don't like lesbians.
That's true. And then I got really hooked probably like halfway through. Like, I mean, I watched it out of boredom, like I had nothing else to watch. Yeah. And then I just kind of kept going, and I liked it. And I really like season 2. I like the ending. I like how both seasons kind of end where like an episode would end. Like, you know, it doesn't have like a season finale ending. Yeah,
that's Genji Cohen, she created Weeds. That's how like every episode or every season ender of Weeds ends.
Yeah, it's like it feels just like there would be a following episode.
Yeah, which kind of makes me mad, but I like it more than House of the Cards.
House of the Cards.
House of the Cards. That's tough though. They're both pretty amazing.
I mean, the first season of House of Cards is really good. The second season's I think you liked it. I like the first episode. But it kind of goes downhill, and there's certain things I like about it, but I just don't like the war between what was his name?
Tusk
and
Tusk or something.
Tusk and Tusk. Yeah, I didn't like that war between them.
Tusk.
And then the reveal that he
was gay.
I was gonna say he was a robot.
A gay robot.
It's like, he's not gay. He's bisexual. This is. I don't think this is in spoiler field. But,
what?
No Fargo update.
Because it's gone.
It's gone?
Forever.
Until season 2, I believe.
When's it coming?
Probably a year.
Is it going to be the same cast?
I think they're just doing the first season again.
Reenacting it completely.
They don't just re-air it, they redo everything.
Seems like a waste of money.
If there was a season 2, if there is, I believe the season 2 has been confirmed. What do you want season 2 to be about, or would you, like...
I want it to be completely different, so I can't even compare it to the first
I was going to say, if you had to pick a character from season 1 to, like, kind of spin off of...
It would probably have to be Colin Hanks and his new wife. Spoiler alert.
That was a pretty big spoiler. Hey, I was going to say that or Oliver Platt. But I don't know where Oliver Platt would go.
Oliver Platt was in Chef.
This is a continuing Fargo.
It's his character in Fargo.
It's like 20 years later. It's only 10... No, when did Fargo... No, it was 2006. I was thinking of the movie.
1986, 1996, 2006.
It was 96.
96 was the movie. 86 was the prequel to the movie, which we find out in the show.
I thought the movie happened in 86.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the actual year it was released.
Yeah, the movie happened.
Movie 86.
I was about to say
Oliver Platt's character 1996, and then
no.
Yeah, because that's when he finds the money.
No, that was 86 too. The movie and the back and the.
Oh, I thought.
Quit spoiling the show.
I'm not even spoiling it well. I'm getting it wrong.
No, it went back to 86.
Oh, okay. Well,
there wasn't just a bag sitting there for 10 years.
Oh, that's what I thought.
No, I think. See, what I think it happened like 10 days after. Because the thing was still there, but there was no blood around the bag. Because in the movie, his arm, he got shot, so there's like blood all around it.
Spoiler alert.
Didn't even say who. But if you haven't watched the show, watch the movie. We can't. It feels like American Horror Story all over again, where the first season was just off the wall, crazy good.
Well, I like the second season more, so maybe.
What I was saying it too is like me and my mom loved the first season. Like
I love the first season.
We were on the edge of our seats, and we kept telling people we gotta watch the show. No one was wanting to watch it until it was on Netflix, and I think you got onto it then too.
Yeah, I didn't even start watching it until last September.
Yeah, it was just like no one would watch it, and then all of a sudden, just like everyone started watching.
Because I thought it was like a girl show. Because it seemed like a lot of girls watched it, and let's be honest, girls have terrible taste in everything.
I mean,
their brains are small.
Orange is the New Black.
That's a guy show.
Is it a guy show?
You jerk it. You didn't?
No, not to that show. You know what's weird? Can I talk about Orange is the New Black? This is spoilerish.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Larry's and Polly's side story.
Jason Biggs.
Yeah. I go character. I was really interested with their story.
Oh, really?
I was like, I want to see more of them.
I'm sure it'll be heavy in season 3.
If there is a season 3.
Were you driven to watch more episodes?
I don't know. Like, I just didn't have the drive to keep watching more episodes.
How's your sex drive going?
my copy of the disc, the movie. Sex Drive.
Holy crap! Is Drive the prequel to Sex Drive?
I don't know. I was trying to think of other Drive. Or no, Drive Angry is the sequel.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so okay, that doesn't. It wasn't the thing saying we ran out of space. Don't worry, because we have recorded a whole episode and lost it all. So let's get into it. People want these episodes shorter.
So we're not talking about Edge of Tomorrow anymore. that is done. Jeremy Piven was not in it.
No, not in it. If anyone can figure this out, where was Jimmy Piven? Can someone take a screenshot of where he was in the movie? Because we couldn't find him.
He's just an Easter egg.
We still believe he's in it. We just want to know where.
I've seen the movie 5 times. Still can't find him.
He's in there. He's on the IMDb.
I'm just not good at it.
All right. So this week we watched Drive, or I hope you did. Don't fuck me over. Did you watch?
I watched Drive.
I watched Drive.
Okay, I hope so. Because you always don't.
What do you mean? I always get it right.
Let's see.
Drive.
Are we going to explain?
We all know
this podcast is real fast.
Oh, do we? For new listeners,
yeah,
we watch a movie, we talk about it. Get over it,
you pussies.
I'm trying to make these shorter. People are gonna get mad at me because they're too long.
All right, so we watched Drive. You should have too.
Oh yeah, watch it.
And if you don't know what it's about,
we're gonna get into spoilers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Drive. Drive is a file storage and synchronization service provided by Google, released on April 24th, 2012, which is my birthday, which enables user cloud storage, file sharing, and collaborative editing. Rumors about Drive began circulating.
Sorry, let me stop you there.
Hold on. Wait, no, as early as March 2006.
I won't be rude. Buddy, you had it. You were so close.
That's too funny, the rumors part. File shares publicly on Drive can be researched with web search engines. As of November 2000, Drive had 12 million active users. This is a popular movie.
So what did you watch?
Drive is the home of Google Docs. Wait a second. Does that do like a LG Live kind of thing where you can link up to your Facebook with Kick-Ass? You can hook up with your Google Docs with Drive?
So the movie Drive was a campaign for the Google Drive. All right, so I'm going to say right up. You read it wrong. You read about Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
So what did you watch?
We need to figure.
Did you just watch a computer?
I watched Drive. It's like a file sharing
service. The movie with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay. I did watch that too.
Oh, okay. You were close. You're getting better.
Drive.
You're getting better.
Drive is from 2011. So this is a year before Google Drive. What were we doing? How did we tell our friends about Drive without Google Drive? Like, what Google Doc? We couldn't have been Google Docking each other.
I'll explain it to you later.
This is a crime. It's separate than drama.
This is a crime. So if you watch this movie, turn yourself in.
Like
you broke the law.
It doesn't say crime drama. It says crime and a drama.
Yeah, this movie is illegal.
It's rated R, obviously.
2011, so 10 years. I think this movie came out on September 16th.
Did it?
2011? I know this stuff because I'm weird.
Who knows?
So 5 days after the 10th anniversary of 9/11.
Yay.
Coincidence?
Who drove those planes?
We didn't watch Fly. We watched Drive.
Is there a movie called Fly?
There should be.
It's the sequel to Drive.
And then Swim. Or no. What do you do with boats?
Swim. Hey, swim that boat over here. I would have said ride for bike. Like, a guy's... Well, I guess a premium rush.
I ride.
I mean, isn't that what Premium Rush is about?
Yeah.
It's just drive with a bike.
Yeah.
That's the tagline. They got rid of ride.
Drive with a bike.
Drive.
Go see it. All right, so read the synopsis for the movie Drive.
Okay. A mysterious Hollywood stuntman, mechanic, and getaway driver lands himself in trouble when he helps out his neighbor. I feel like these synopses aren't that good. If you read that, you would have no idea what Drive is about.
That movie sounds really boring.
Oh.
Well, we'll get into that.
Okay, one thing, because I looked up the IMDb page, because when I was watching the movie Drive, I was like, now I know, but I was like, I know that lead actress. Or
Carey Mulligan?
Yeah, but I was like, I couldn't figure out where, and I looked it up, and I was like, wait, she was in Mad Men? And I was looking up the...
You're talking about Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, I got it, because I didn't even know Christina Hendricks was in Drive at all.
Yeah, they really...
underused her.
No, they really marketed her highly.
Oh, really?
And then in the movie, she's only in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like...
I remember we were seeing the previews and commercials, and she was like the third one billed.
I didn't watch any...
What?
I didn't watch any previews with you. I wasn't sitting around. I was in college when this movie came out.
No, you were back. We were making videos when this movie came out.
Yeah, I came back in like July or something like that.
So this is your first time fully watching this movie. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, I watched this movie when it came out on DVD. I got to the part where Bryan Cranston died.
So you're pretty close to the end.
Yeah,
and then you're just decided right there, I'm done.
Well, I was just so bored. I was like, I'm not going to go any further.
Oh my god. So what did you think about it this time?
So I rewatched it. It was definitely better than the first time I watched it. I guess I wasn't in the right mindset or whatever. I just really wasn't in the mood to watch a super boring movie about nothing happening.
So it's the Seinfeld of crime movies?
No, I mean, stuff happens. But like, I just don't get, like, it's definitely, it's shot well and it looks good. I just don't get why people absolutely love it. Like, I don't get it. So
I love it.
Like,
I've seen this movie
many
times.
Like, I don't think I want to watch it again. Obviously, the beginning, the first fight,
let's talk about that beginning.
That's so good. Like,
so good.
That part's really good. And that's what I got really excited about the movie. And when he was walking away with the baseball cap, I was like, yeah, drive. And then it was just him sitting in a kitchen going, I like that woman, but she has a boyfriend.
Want a toothpick?
Want a toothpick? Scary.
Scary.
You're real scared. He should try acting. He obviously wasn't scared. You just don't say it. No offense, Ryan Gosling. Take some acting classes. You just don't go scared, scary.
Yeah, that opening action sequence is so fucking good. I was like, when I first saw that in the theater, and then it ended, and it like went to that song, and it brought like that 80s type font. And I was like, this is something special, folks.
See,
so I was
the
like,
beginning got me,
beginning.
And then the opening titles didn't get me.
It was so good. It was all from the inside of the car. Any other movie would have been from the cop's view.
Inside the car? Oh, you're talking about the action sequence.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the titles. I was he was not flying around.
Yeah, every other action sequence would have been like from the helicopter's point of view. It was just so fucking intense. It was so good. And then after that, I was completely hooked. The whole movie had me.
But the whole... it's not really 80s. It's like today's music that seems 80s.
Synthy, electronic.
Yeah, it had the 80s feel to it, but it wasn't 80s. A lot of people go, yeah, I love that 80s music. It's not 80s.
No, I mean, like, the 80s. The font was very 80s.
Yeah, which I don't like that font.
I love that font.
I hate it. I could barely read it.
It's better than Comic Sans.
I didn't... Have you seen the movie A Talking Cat?
No.
They use the Comic Sans in it. It's pretty funny. The movie's not. We only get into a talking cat. But one thing I will say, man, what did you say her name is?
Christina Hendricks?
No, Carrie
Mulligan.
Man, she's pretty.
She's very plain Jane. You like plain Jane girls?
Oh, is she plain?
No, I like her too. She was in Great Gatsby.
Yeah, which I didn't like her in. Well, I didn't like her. I just didn't like the movie, so I'll probably put it. She didn't look that great in it. She had too much makeup.
In Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen... I've like, whenever I turn to the movie channels on TV, Great Gatsby's playing, it's always the same part. It's the part where Tobey Maguire,
I'm Gatsby.
He, like, leaves his house when Great Gatsby and his wife...
That's his name, Great Gatsby.
When Great Gatsby and that girl. And then he, like, breaks the clock because he's so nervous or something.
Oh. I really like that movie. I liked it more than the book. Oh, sue me.
Do people like the book? Well, I guess people do.
Yeah.
I didn't like it just because I was forced to read it in high school. I was like, fuck this book. I don't care about no fucking billboard.
I don't care about no billboard.
He died in a pool? What a pussy. He should have been, I don't know.
But this is my second favorite movie of 2011.
What was your first?
Take Shelter.
That was good.
Really good.
It was good.
Really good.
It was good.
It was really good.
I remember that had a big hype. I think did Safety Not Yet Guaranteed come out that year?
I don't think so. I think that came out 2012.
Oh, I really like that movie.
That movie was good. We talk about other movies on
what
this podcast.
What other movie came out in 2000? I'm trying to think because I remember
good movies from 2011.
Because I remember I'm thinking
there weren't many.
I'm thinking of Mike's top 10 list, and I remember Take Shelter was up there. I think he had Holy Motors on there.
I never saw that. 2011, Drive, Take Shelter. That's really all I can remember.
Take Shelter was good, but
The Ides of March was really good. Also had Ryan Gosling.
I don't think I'm ever gonna watch Take Shelter again. Like, I don't have the drive to watch it again.
Drive. X-Men came up. I wasn't a fan of X-Men First Class.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Green Hornet, which we all love,
dude,
came out that year.
Say what you want about Green Hornet, but that's like they have such crazy sequences in that movie.
Yeah, there's some good action sequences.
Dude, no, I'm talking about the sequence when the bad guy Tim Roth, no, Christopher Waltz.
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
Christopher, he goes by now. He's like, tell everyone you know, and so the camera follows a guy, and he tells someone. And then the camera keeps splitting. It's really hard to explain. It's
I remember.
It's like one shot, but it keeps splitting, and you're like, how are they doing this? And the whole screen just fills up with all these one shots that keep splitting, and you're like, what? How is this happening? Like Michel Gondry is just crazy with that stuff.
I mean, that stuff was cool, but the rest of it was pretty boring.
But I watched that scene like over and over, and then the I guess the slowdown stuff is really cool. I really like Michel Gondry.
But enough about Green Hornet.
Okay, Drive. So far what I like about it is the girl. She's super cute.
She's super cute. She has a kid.
Oh.
She married some dude named Standard. Whose name is Standard?
I feel like they just made that name to set up for that joke. That way Ryan Gosling could like laugh at it. I feel like that
so she could say, where's the deluxe edition?
Yeah, I feel like that's it.
I always thought it was because he's like a standard car, and then Ryan Gosling's supposed to be like
I thought it was just
a manual car.
I thought it was just because his plot is so standard. It's just like that's no. I mean, like I like this girl, but he has a boyfriend.
His name is Standard.
Standard. Why is she? I don't think she would date him. Like she was so like kind and just like nice, and like he's like a Mexican drug dealer or some shit.
I thought you were gonna say he's a Mexican.
No, he's just he like knifes people. Like he
knifes people.
He does.
Hey, I'm Standard. I knife people.
He gets beat up in parking lots and he robs pawn shops. Why is she dating him and having kids with him?
That's true. I don't know, but
why is she dating Ryan Gosling?
They weren't really dating.
They would have if it wasn't for all of them.
They would have sexted.
Do you think he? Driver's his character, right?
He's Driver, an anonymous or an unnamed character, just like Fight Club.
It's always fun,
yeah,
and just like Antichrist.
Antichrist.
And we need to talk about Kevin. Who's the main character? We never really know. It's just joking. Or Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, it's Jerry Maguire.
Or Bridget Jones's Diary.
Bridget Jones.
Or Shrek. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Edward Scissorhands.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is actually not the main character in Beetlejuice. No. That's what's cool about it.
What are the movies? Hold on, let's go through the movies of this. King Kong, not the main character.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I think he's the main character.
Oh, okay.
I don't think his full name is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Wait, that's not his last name? Day
Hi,
Off.
I'm Mr. Day Off.
What's your full name?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm John Carter of Mars.
Some Mr. of Mars. I would like 2 banking accounts, please.
You're approved.
Bye-bye, Mr. of Mars. Can I call you John Carter?
Hey, only my friends call me John Carter.
Okay.
And you're my friend.
Oh. Well, you can call me Ferris Bueller's. Would you like to hang out with my friend? What other movie?
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Mrs. Diary.
Yeah, she sounds like a lovely lady. Is there a Mr.'s Diary?
So, what do you like about Drive? I'm trying to...
Pretty much everything. I don't know. I don't find this movie boring, but I can see how it could be extremely boring.
I thought it was funny how it's like... I kind of wish it was like there was no shoot 'em ups.
It really is not.
I wish it was just about this guy who likes this girl.
Well, there's both.
I'm into love. I don't know. Like this.
Well, then it would be a completely different movie.
Yeah, it would be good for me.
I remember when this movie came out, there was a rumor going around that his character was autistic.
No, I think it was just because he didn't talk much, and that was like people were just like, well, these people are supposed to talk a lot in movies.
Yeah, and then he's like also really violent, and he's good at like specific things, which autistic people tend to be.
I feel like
I think there was even an interview where someone asked Ryan Gosling if that was true, and he neither confirmed nor denied it.
Well, he's one of those people. It seems like, especially with Only God Forgives, it's just like whatever you get from the movie. Like I feel like that's.
Hey, I'm Gosling.
Whatever you get, I'm gonna put my hand inside of her.
Hey, please do it.
But I don't know. Like it's just I just didn't care about anything. Like I didn't care about Bryan Cranston. I didn't care about.
This is my favorite role he was in outside of Breaking Bad when Breaking Bad was on.
I really like him and Godzilla.
Well, that was after Breaking Bad was on.
I
didn't even know what Breaking Bad was when this movie came out.
It's a show.
No, I know.
It's like a show on AMC.
No, well, not anymore.
It's like this guy's like a teacher,
well, yeah,
and he gets like lung cancer.
Well, I know now. I've seen all that.
But he doesn't smoke. You know, that's the funniest part. He
I've
doesn't
seen every
smoke.
episode.
And then, and like he wants to like.
I know.
He wants to
seen
like
every
support.
Episode. Brett,
he wants to support his family.
I'm saying this is 3 years ago.
But since he's like a chemistry teacher,
Brett, listen.
He does like meth and he doesn't do meth. He cooks it.
Yeah, I know.
But he becomes like the best cook.
I've seen every episode.
I know, but then he becomes like this crazy like drug dealer and kingpin.
Yeah,
is he Kingpin?
Heisenberg.
Is that Kingpin?
Sure.
What's a Kingpin?
Heisenberg.
Okay. But then like he makes this machine gun that does it by itself. I think that's the plot of the show. That's what I got from it.
That's the plot of the show.
It's about a guy who makes a machine gun that turns by itself. Isn't that like the main thing?
It plays somewhat of a
no,
role
that's
in the
like
final episode.
It's like the whole point of the show. Hey, Skyler, I want to make this machine gun that
episode
turns...
1. What if that was a smoking gun in episode 1? He's like trying, I wish this thing could do something on its own. You got cancer.
Did you say the
70
the smoking
later.
gun?
Yeah.
That's the thing that shows up in the first act, shows in the fourth.
Yeah, so that first episode.
Do you consider the first episode the first act?
Sure. Of 70 acts.
Okay, what in this movie showed up in the first act? And
he did. I love that little line he had. Or like where he was just like talking to himself. And he's like, you don't smoke. Good. Better off that way. No one will recognize you in this, kid. I just like that shit.
I meant like in Drive.
Oh, what about it?
Like, what shows up in the first act and then comes into play in the third act?
Oh.
I guess that doesn't happen in every movie. It's just a...
just his skills set?
Alright, never mind. So this also has like the ending Garden State we wanted, or some of us wanted, where it didn't end happy.
Where Zach Braff got stabbed, but he lived?
Where they didn't get together, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He drove away. He's like, the only way to keep her safe is... He's Spider-Man-er.
Well, Ryan Gosling has claimed that this is the only superhero movie he'll do.
That was a superhero movie?
He considers it one.
What superhero could he play, like, in your mind?
Ryan Gosling?
I think the obvious people would say Superman, but I don't think...
No.
What would he play?
I remember he was rumored for Ben Affleck's Batman.
That would be weird.
I don't know. I guess he would be good as fucking the Flash.
I feel like he could make Aquaman cool.
He could make Aquaman cool.
Like, people really want...
Just put on a cool jacket. I'm Aquaman.
He holds his Aquaman outfit over his shoulder.
Chewing a toothpick.
Just talking to fishes.
Hey.
Scary.
I do one thing. I swim.
I'm good at what I do. Okay. Well, since like there's 80 million tweets, I say let's get into that. I feel like we haven't talked that much about it. But so you really like Drive. I don't know. I just don't feel like.
I love this movie.
So yeah, a lot of people tweeted.
This is why. I mean, this was weird. This movie got a 15-minute standing ovation at Cannes, and then
Clerks 2 got an 8 minutes. So who cares?
Clerks 2 is great.
Clerks 2 is great, but if they're just giving away,
they're
just giving away 10-minute standing ovations to every movie. I love Clerks 2, which I thought about. Like I said, like 22 Jump Street's like one of the few comedy sequels. Clerks 2, I say, is way better than the first one.
The first one, absolutely.
I'd say maybe Austin Powers Goldmember fits on there too.
Well, that's the third one.
Yeah, but it's better than the first two.
That's true.
What other like comedy sequels are really good?
Or threequels.
Because I hated Anchorman 2. Hated it.
I didn't hate it.
Dumb and Dumber 2 is really...
that could go either way.
We can all agree the phone scene in the commercial. So funny. But the feeling I get from it... Like
that thing, I find that stuff hilarious. Hey, don't high-five me. We talked about this. Yeah, that little phone gag, that's hilarious. The thing with the grandma in the dust... That's not funny to me.
He was like, we saw a commercial where he was fingering his grandma at the time. She didn't reveal that he wasn't his grandma until after. So he was fingering his grandma. But it felt like this is a trailer review. It felt like date movie. It felt like cheap. It felt like they were recreating something because like why are they wearing the same clothes like 20 years ago?
Because people gotta recognize it.
I feel like they could like maybe
and if they wear different outfits, people are like rape my childhood.
I feel like
how are you gonna have Harry and Lloyd without wearing the same clothes?
Yeah, I feel like his hair could have been different. It just feels like they're wearing a costume.
Like they're trying too hard.
Feels like a funnier Die skit to me.
It seems like it's almost a spoof on itself, which they might be going for.
I don't know.
But anyway,
it feels like Three Stooges.
What I was saying about this getting a standing ovation, and then you compare it to, but Only God Forgives, that was booed at Cannes. So it's a funny little contrast. That's how Brett left.
I'm thirsty as a motherfucker.
Someone send Brett some water.
Or Pepsi, preferably. So Only God Forgives was booed. I wouldn't boo it. I think we've talked about that. Okay. Pretty much it. Fanboy. Ugh.
What a faggot.
Brilliant movie. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Your viewers give really great in-depth reviews.
Well, this one says, this is by Lonnie Donahoe. Says, really, really liked it at Albert Brooks, so he wants him on the conversation.
Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks gives a great performance, and Gosling's shtick wasn't old at that point. I think he just means like Ryan Gosling
playing he's only played that character twice. I don't know why people always say that.
Very good movie. What other movies other than I guess Only
God Forgives in this one? Every other movie is actually.
What about Place Beyond the Pines?
Okay, I guess, but he's kind of more bad.
Like Blue Valentine.
No, he's pretty eccentric in Blue Valentine. He's like yelling and screaming and stuff.
I don't have like.
I'm a big fan of the Goss.
I'm not a huge fan. I don't hate him, but he's just there for me. I liked him better in like Stay and stuff.
Stay's a great movie.
I hate that ending though.
I don't remember the ending. I remember loving it though.
Do you want me to tell you the ending?
Yeah, tell me the ending. I've seen it. So
it's all a dream. It's all a dream.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's all a dream.
I can deal with it.
Emmanuel Serratos.
Sure.
Absolutely love it. Puts me in a good mood for some reason.
That feel-good movie.
This movie depresses me. I think mainly not because of all the violence. Maybe because a girl likes him, and I'm just super sad. Why don't girls like me, Dylan?
Because we have a podcast.
Like watching all these love movies make me depressed as poop.
I wouldn't call this a love movie at all.
Just the fact that he's like, hey, this girl actually likes me. Why don't girls like me?
Maybe that'll happen to you one day, and you'll have to.
I can't talk.
You have
to
to
girls.
run away from the mob to protect her.
We need to have a podcast where it teaches me how to talk to girls.
Okay, we'll work on it.
At Sabrina Hernandez. says, "Love it." Everything about it is great. I listen to the soundtrack on the daily.
It's a great soundtrack. Great soundtrack and a great score. Cliff Martinez, amazing.
What's some song about being human?
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. Night Call. That song made Night Call really popular.
I'm not going to go and listen to it.
The song also made Lame Jackets popular.
Yeah, man, the bros really love this movie. They wear those. They wear that scorpion jacket.
I'm so cool. Which it only fits his character. Like even Ryan Gosling in real life could not wear that jacket and look cool. Like only his character wears it for symbolism purposes.
I don't know why it just came to mind. I really like him in Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, see, he doesn't play the same character in the movie.
I wasn't saying it. It's the same.
Yeah, 2011, the year of the Goss.
Someone just Skyped me and said, "Have you ever heard of Every Man Bread?" So,
Every Man Bread?
Man Bread.
Bread?
Have you ever heard of Every Man Hybrid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's that?
That's a Slender Man thing. It's a, like, slender... I mean, it's like Marble Hornets.
Luke Campton. It's absolutely amazing. The best film I've seen since Inception. Blech.
Wait, hold on. So Inception came out in 2010. This movie came out in 2011. So has he not seen any movies since Drive in 2011?
What movie's better than Drive since 2011?
Since they came out?
Yeah.
Hold on, I just can't think. Let me look.
I would say
The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh boy.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods is really good.
One of the best horror movies of all time.
I showed that to my mom. My mom loved it.
Yeah.
Although my friend told me, I was like, "Hey, I'm not a huge fan of jump scares because it just makes me anxious during the whole movie, and I don't like that feeling." And he goes, "Don't worry, there's no jump scares in it." So what I do, I count them. I think there's 8 in that movie. There's 8, not like...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But, man, really gets me anxious. Brilliant cinematography, music, development, and tone. What does he mean by development?
I guess character development?
He just meant
really isn't.
He just meant by production.
There really isn't much character development at all in this movie.
No.
Which not every movie needs to be a good story.
Yeah, there was none other than like the girl was confused.
People always complain that there's no character development. Well, it's not always necessary. You don't need it to have a good story. Was there a character development?
Yeah, when you hear about the boy who cried wolf, where's the character development in that?
Well, that's a shitty story.
I think it's great.
I think it's great. My favorite story.
People cry wolf all the time. Maybe we should watch the movie Cry Wolf. Is that a movie?
Is that a movie?
I think Eric Striffler really likes that. Maybe we should try to get him on the podcast and talk about Cry Wolf. Is it Cry Wolf?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I think that's what it's called.
We'll look into this.
It was called Cry Wolf. Jessica, she's my friend.
Mm-hmm. She's single?
No.
Good.
She's been dating a guy for like 6 years.
Gay.
Gay? Ain't she?
Gay.
Really? Okay. Great soundtrack. All right movie. Would watch again.
The weirdest review I've ever
she's
heard.
A big fan of soundtracks. She just, she thinks movies okay.
Tweet us your favorite soundtracks, Jessica.
I don't think she listens to this. Maybe do you want me to tweet back?
Sure.
Okay, you talk to the audience for a second.
I really like, one thing I really love about this movie is that the city plays a character almost itself. I like when movies do that. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not listening.
Oh. Well, this is supposed to be a conversation.
I know, but I told you to talk so I could type to her.
Well, I got the vibe in this movie that they kind of filmed Los Angeles itself to be a character as part of the story.
Jesus.
What?
The city being a character?
Yeah, they do that in movies. Like Collateral. You ever seen Collateral?
Heard of it.
You have never seen Collateral?
I saw that in theaters.
One of the best movies ever.
What? Maybe we should do Collateral.
But it's like they film it in the way where the city itself plays a character.
What do you mean by that? I never understood that sentence. New York is a character in this movie. What do you mean?
That it couldn't
this movie could have taken place in Nebraska.
No, couldn't have.
Well, maybe not
this
because
is a very LA movie.
The movie studio stuff. But I mean, there's movie shootings in New York. I feel like this whole movie could have happened in New York.
I don't know, Brett. That's just how I feel. in my heart.
The feelings are dumb. We got 80 more tweets to go through. And because we're a podcast for the fans, we read all of them. At LE21, who commented on the first episode with Only God Forgives, so she's a prime listener.
Should we send her something?
I'll send her pictures of our wieners. Emily, message me on Twitter if you want pictures of her wiener.
Too bad.
No. I like doing that.
Oh, okay.
So she's talking about Only God Forgives. Again, the use of silence is one of my favorite style traits of refrain?
Refin. They're about to say revenge. I'm gonna get back at you and be really quiet.
That paired with the soundtrack is what shapes the film. I think more than any dialogue. Reference elevator scene, driver taking Irene and son for a ride, etc.
So that's a cool scene. They changed the lighting in that movie, or in that.
What do you mean they changed the light bulbs?
Yeah.
How did they do that?
They came in really fast and did it, and then Christian Bale yelled at them.
He just walks into another movies.
Get out of Gosling's way.
Yeah, that was like, because the whole movie's like pretty dark and pretty blue.
No, the movie's actually pretty bright.
I don't know, but it usually takes place during night. I mean, that's what I mean.
I'm giving you a night call.
Alrighty. Finally, Alan Blaze, a bro I can hang out with.
This is the last person?
No.
Nope, okay.
But finally, representing me, he says, hella boring. No idea what happened. I think I got bored and went to sleep or something.
I got bored?
And think I went to sleep or something.
What? Or something?
So thanks, Alan.
What happened?
He also doesn't like the movie Fargo, so who fucking knows what's going on. But he likes the show, so. He likes Game of Thrones, so.
He just he went up and down. Didn't like
Yeah,
Fargo.
I don't think me and Alan, because I talked to him on Skype, we don't agree with most stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, Alan. I know he's not listening to this. Let's make fun of him. You're an idiot, Alan.
Fucking idiot.
He doesn't listen to this. This is from Jordan Schumann. I mean, I'm like, I should not be doing
Schwaman, I guess.
He's on my side too. I remember watching it. End of review. No. I remember watching it and thinking, this looks really nice and pretty, and the soundtrack is really cool, but my friend fell asleep.
That's great, but what did you think?
I just love that review. It's like, I remember watching it.
These reviews are fucking amazing.
They're just tweets.
No, I know.
So this is from the Heartben, who is going to be a future guest, and is one of my best friends.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He says, "Hey guys, hey Heartben, thanks for
I know you.
Thanks for
I don't like you."
He does kind of more of a synopsis than a review.
Honestly, this is why I don't like him. He's always stating the obvious instead of giving his opinion.
But, okay, so this is just a synopsis of the film. In Drive, the driver's jacket gets dirtier over the course of the movie. Thanks for doing a good podcast. Hashtag is as good. Thanks for hashtagging it.
It does get dirty, that's true. He's just walking around with it covered in blood at one point.
Yeah, he never cleans.
No one says anything.
He never cleans it. So that's the end of the tweets. We got through that. I don't know.
Maybe I'm tricked. Maybe I'm tricked by the way it's shot and the nice soundtrack and the Gosling.
I don't go hit. The soundtrack was definitely good. I don't go head over ears. It seems like that's all the reviews were. Like, soundtrack was great. Movie was great too. Seems like the soundtrack's better than the movie. What other movies did that?
Great soundtrack.
Where the Wild Things Are.
I don't remember
Had
that.
a bomb-in soundtrack by Karen O.
I mean, Garden State. We just talked about that one.
Let's not talk about this. Pleasantville.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Pleasantville?
Nope. I never want to see it.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm open to see anything.
Paul Thomas Anderson made a music video for it, which John C. Reilly shows up in, but not in the movie. So that's fun. It's a really cool music video. It's like, what's that girl's name?
Zoe Deschanel.
Fiona Apple.
No.
She does a cover of the Beatles song "Cross the Universe."
Okay.
And it's the scene. Oh, you haven't seen Pleasantville?
No.
There's a scene where a bunch of people are bashing in a diner. They're just like, they hate the person who owns the diner, so they're bashing it and I don't want to spoil it for you because of gay robots and stuff, but so they're just bashing in this diner, and so the music video takes place all in that one scene and it's like slow motion, and she's like going upside down. It's a really cool music video.
I'll give it a go.
We'll watch the movie first. It's a good movie. Jeff Daniels is in it. Tobey Maguire's in it.
Spider-Man and Dumb and Dumber?
I remember... Hey, Mr. Dumb and Dumber. Hey, Mr. Spider-Man. I remember Reese Witherspoon is in it. And I remember being sexually aroused when I was a kid and watching it.
You had a little kid boner?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just remember being excited about it because there's a scene where she's like trying on a bra because her bras are pointier. And she's like, yeah. Don Knotts is in it. It might be his last movie.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm a kid and I'm turned on.
I thought you were talking about her. I was like, she wasn't a kid in that movie. That's a good movie, though. Give it a go.
Okay, well, maybe I'll get excited by Renee Zellweger, too. Or what was it? Reese Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon. Okay. Did I say Renee Zellweger?
I don't know. I get them kind of mixed up in my head.
Dude, I do, too.
Hey. Renee Zellweger and Reese Witherspoon? Be different.
Hey, did you hear that? That famous actress died. She got stabbed to death. What's her name? Reese
Witherspoon?
No, it was with a knife.
What are you shooting?
Jokes.
You're shooting jokes. Hey, don't. Hey, we need some jokes. Don't shoot them all. Jesus.
I also just said her name.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
That is the dumbest joke I know. So, better than The Mask? Worse than The Mask?
Let me think
I thought you would have gone definitely better.
Let me think about this while
what are you searching?
Look up some cool trivia.
We gotta do it. Yeah, I'm trying to get this over with. Make this quicker.
Well, this movie was supposed to be Hugh Jackman. It was supposed to be more of like an action movie.
Oh. So did he not write this? No,
he didn't write it. Some other guy.
Did he write any of it?
The guy who wrote the movie has had such hits, such as Give Me a Second.
Whoa. Dude, Give Me a Second starring Jamie Foxx?
No.
And Scarlett Johansson? Hey! Give me a second!
That's the name of the movie. Yeah.
They do say Drive. So how many times would we be clapping during this movie?
Okay, the screenwriter for Drive, so just goes to show that sometimes maybe the director is all you need to make a good movie. He wrote such hits as 47 Ronin.
All right.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
Who are you getting texts from?
And Ryan Gosling. And Four Feathers.
What's Four Feathers?
Some movie.
But like, what does that mean?
He didn't write this movie; he just directed it. And then before that, it was supposed to be a movie with Hugh Jackman. It was going to be like Fast and the Furious type action movie, and then they came on and made it more drama and cool and.
I'm trying to think who else could play this part. Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal could play that part?
Sure. I mean, anyone could really play this part.
Yeah.
It's just like this is the most iconic role Ryan Gosling has ever played.
Do you think
Jamie
Foxx could play that part?
Sure. Anyone could have played this part.
What about Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
I've been watching the old Spider-Mans, because that's pretty much it. I've been doing those commentaries. And I really like Spider-Mans. Hey, can I throw this idea out there?
Bryan Cranston ad-libbed most of his lines.
Dude, okay, you gotta be kidding me. Bryan Cranston.
You ad-libbing. Alright, so what were you going to say?
I was going to throw this out here. Here's an idea for a future episode. This is not going to what's happened next time, but it's just an idea. Leave in the comments if you want us to do this. So when we were starting up this podcast, I was throwing around the idea of maybe us doing them as commentary tracks and us commenting about the movie. But then I was like, well, not that many people listen to us, and I think even less people will be like wanting to sync up a movie and do all that work. But I'm thinking, for Edward Scissorhands, Scissors Hands, that we do a commentary rather than just a normal episode.
So leave it in the comments.
So leave in the comments, even though only one people comment.
Your grammar is great today.
Thanks for commenting.
This movie has the same tagline as No Country for Old Men.
What's the tagline for this?
There are no clean getaways.
That's No Country for Old Men?
Yep.
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters. I should give it a rewatch.
It's a great movie. Probably my favorite. Coen Brothers.
I really like A Serious Man, but it seems like no one does.
Oh, I love that movie. That's like definitely my top three.
Someone brought up that like it's a huge Jewish inside joke, and that I shouldn't get it.
I know nothing about it, and I remember loving it.
But I love A Serious Man. I love Burn After Reading. I love what was it? Fargo and Big. I don't go crazy over Big Lebowski, but I do like it. So that's an idea for a future episode, a commentary track for Edward Scissorhands.
Scissorhands. Yeah, I don't know why. Good point about the Big Lebowski. As much as I like it, I don't see how people consider it so fucking amazing. Like, people...
The character's definitely iconic, just because...
Yeah, people have such high regard for that movie, and it's a great movie, but I think it gets a little too much praise.
I just think, like... I think Burn After Reading is just way better, and I think Serious Man's way better.
Yeah.
Burn After Reading is so good.
It is.
And can I tell you a horror story? You're going to be so...
A horror story?
Horror story.
A horror story?
So, I was in high school in Georgia. That's terrible as it is. By the way, in Cumming, Georgia. That's the name.
Say that again.
Cumming, Georgia.
Like,
named after William Cumming, who fought in the War of 1812. But I googled it because I was like, I'm not going to live in Cumming.
Who did he fight in? The War of 69?
Against Colonel Jizz.
Keep him coming.
So there also was a Cumming eye doctor, which is gross. There's a store called Up and Coming Kids. Ugh, that is the worst.
No one wants to talk about kids
and
coming.
It's spelled Cumming.
Kids coming.
It says, so if you look at the sign, it just says Coming Kids. You're like, what? And it says Up and Coming Kids. It's like,
It's a trap. Either people go, ooh, stay away, or people go, ooh.
And then there's also Coming Police. And Coming Dentist. Like, picture of a dentist, but he's just coming the whole time.
Alright, so your horror story.
So I'm in some sort of history, social... I think it was like government or some bullshit like that.
Okay.
We're just talking, and there's like a guy who I don't really like. I don't hate, but he's just there. And he goes, I just saw the movie Burn After Reading. He goes,
that was so horrifying.
A ghost comes out. This is... And, like, I really wanted to see it. I like Coen Brothers. And he goes, he's talking to his friend next to me, not talking to me. I'm over here. I'm right next to them, but I'm listening to it. He goes, I just saw Burn After Reading. I hated it. The only good thing about it is when Brad Pitt got shot in the face. And I'm just like...
That ruined... Oh, I felt so sorry for you.
And so I go into the movie...
Knowing he's going to get killed.
You know how I'm like trying to get out of my head. I'm like, just stop thinking about it. But it's like the whole time I'm just like, he's going to get shot.
That sucks.
And then that scene is so abrupt. I mean, it still caught me off guard. I didn't think that was going to...
Yeah, imagine seeing it and having no idea he was going to die.
But like the whole scene where John Clooney comes in the house, I'm like, well, now I know what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is really sad.
Yeah. Do you know any other movies that were spoiled for you? You know, see how this is me trying to make a short podcast. So next time, we didn't talk about this at all, but I think I know what we're doing.
People in the comments, tell us what movie we should do right now.
No, well, please leave we are going to start doing.
First of all, is this good?
Oh yeah, I guess we should do that. Well, you didn't ever answer if it was better than The Mask.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
I'm gonna say.
It's been a while since I've seen The Mask.
See, this is weird for me.
I'm gonna say yes. It is better than The Mask.
Visually...
And yes, it's good.
Visually, it's way better than The Mask.
Well, it's also 16 years older than The Mask.
16 older?
16 years older.
Older?
This movie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's newer. It's not older.
Oh, shit.
I was like, did this come out in the 80s? I mean, it sounds like it. But, I would say The Mask is better based on the fact... that if I had two DVDs, one was Drive, one was The Mask,
and they were hanging over a cliff, and you had to save one because you didn't have the strength to carry them both up.
I would save The Mask.
You would save The Mask?
Yeah.
You'd let Drive fall down the cliff?
I would let Drive fall. That's how we should think of our reviews.
Or okay, what?
Because in my other hand, I'm holding on to Magnolia, so I can't let that drop.
So the other hand is your favorite movie of all time.
So is this good?
Yeah.
I'd say it's okay.
That's not an option.
What? It looks good. It's acted good. She's really cute in it.
That's all you keep talking about. This movie also had a really good advertisement for Denny's. She worked at Denny's.
Oh, yeah. Which wasn't like shoehorned in, it didn't feel like.
No, I know. But I like to think Denny's was promoting it as well. Like they do Despicable Me.
It seems weird how much people hate product placement. Ooh! I don't hate product placement.
You okay?
I got an email.
Was this 98? You get excited about an email?
Look.
Spam?
No, Krunk Kunk One just subscribed to me on YouTube. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Money.
Money.
Thanks for the money. You doof.
That's going straight to my bank account.
Yeah, we've talked about product placement before. We live in a world where yeah, we did. Oh. We talk like I don't mind product placement at all. We live in a world where products exist, therefore these movies should help.
And it's like also like, in order for this,
otherwise people would complain. Why isn't there Pepsi? Why is there always Cola Plus?
In order for this movie to get made, it needs money. And so product placement, and it doesn't hurt the movie. It's not like Ryan Gosling turned to the camera and was like, "I love life because I love Denny's." And
what was that? It's just like that scene in Wayne's World.
You know what I always thought?
So get over it, hipsters, and go watch your Wes Anderson movies.
Wayne's World.
Yeah, that scene where they're doing the product placement.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that in Wayne's World.
Wes
Anderson.
I'm telling the film school hipster students that.
I was like, when did Wayne say, go watch your Wes Anderson movies?
They were ahead of their time.
When did Wes Anderson movies start coming out?
I don't know.
Okay, so, man, really trying to get this short. This is good. I don't get why people go head over heels for it.
I guess it's just because it's so different from everything that's come out in the past few years.
But I would much rather watch Blue Valentine over this. I don't know.
Well, I'd rather watch Blue Valentine if I wanted to be depressed.
Why isn't that called Blue Valentine, you know? Blue Valentine.
What? I don't get it. What?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if I would ever want to watch it again. Like, I would go for Black Swan.
I wouldn't. Black Swan bored me.
Ooh!
It was a good movie, but it bored me.
I absolutely love Black Swan. I saw that, I think 3 times in the theaters.
Wow. And you wouldn't see Inception 3 times in the theater?
And I picked Journey to the Center of Earth over Dark Knight.
God.
Dark Knight
is friends.
Dark Knight gets so boring.
It does not get boring. It gets better every time.
The first 5 minutes are awesome, and then it gets boring.
We'll talk about this later.
Maybe we should. I don't want to do the Dark Knight on here because it's.
We'll do the Dark Knight trilogy. Watch all 3.
Oh fuck! I'm not watching Batman Begins.
Why?
Batman Begins is so boring.
How is it boring?
It's so boring. The only thing good about that came out of that is that when on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, they would show scenes from it, like fake scenes, and it was Batman going like, "You rattled his cage," or something like that. Like, "You rattled my cage," and then it was him just shaking a cage over and over. It was so funny.
Well, it's my favorite movie trilogy. Better than Star Wars. Better than Back to the Future.
Star Wars is not close to my favorite trilogy. I can't think of my favorite trilogy. I mean, I guess I would have to say Back to the Future out of default because the first 2, but I really don't know. I guess we can do that some other time.
Yeah. I'm just to throw this in there about Drive. They were thinking about making a sequel, and they decided not to.
What would the sequel be about?
Just him.
Would it be a him New York?
Hey, I'm in New York. I was in L.A. Now New York's character. Bleh. I talk more. Bleh. I remember there was also theories going around that it was his same character in Only God Forgives.
That'd be.
There's theories.
But like if it was, yeah, it could work, wouldn't it?
That would have been pretty cool.
It could work, but like they never really talk about his family at all in this movie.
In either movie, really.
Well, his family's.
Well, they didn't say his name.
His family's in the second movie.
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm talking about.
I said second, as if it is a sequel.
It's supposed to be a spiritual sequel.
I mean, it is. Is there a third one?
I don't know.
What movie was a trilogy? It was that, wasn't it?
No. Oh, no, it was Antichrist.
Oh,
Antichrist. That we were talking about.
Yeah. Yes.
You really want to wrap this up?
No, I just like talking, but I feel pressured because I just read a comment today about the Boondock Saints one and said, please don't make it 90 minutes again.
Oh. And now that one was also 30 minutes of us talking about a song.
If you haven't listened to Boondock, I think it's funny. I like the longer stuff because there always is a pause. You can always come back to us later. But leave in the comments if you want these shorter. People don't really comment on my videos. I should stop telling them to leave comments.
Please comment more. Make me happy. Do you like Ryan Gosling?
I just talked about it. I don't care.
Oh, you don't
He's
care.
there. I like him. I don't not hate him. I don't love him. I think it was really cool, that video of him stopping a fight in New York City.
That was pretty cool.
He says, hey, chill out.
That's Mark Wahlberg.
Hey.
You're blowing up.
Oh, Jessica with her soundtracks.
Ooh, whoa, this is live, people.
Main ones. Ooh. This is an upcoming movie we're going to talk about on this podcast.
Don't say Frozen.
Wait, you just ruined our next week's. That was the big reveal. Ones that come to mind are Sucker Punch and Little Miss Sunshine. Sucker Punch.
Are we doing Sucker Punch in the future?
My friend Dame Kevin Cook wants to do that.
Next?
No.
What are we doing next?
Frozen.
Are we doing Frozen?
I thought that was the...
I just don't want to watch Frozen. I'm like really not looking forward to it.
We are going to do Frozen next.
I don't know anything about this movie.
I haven't seen it. I know the song because it plays at my store.
Yeah, it plays at my work too.
And I mean, I didn't not want to see it. I didn't see Tangled. I know I keep booking.
They're not related.
Keep booking those two together for some reason. Like
booking them together like on flights. Are they booking a flight together?
No, I do. I have a stand-up show I host, and I book them. They never show up because they're discs. They
fell off a cliff because someone was trying to save them.
So I don't know. I just keep pairing it with Tangled because it looks the exact same. I mean, Wreck-It Ralph is great.
Wreck-It Ralph was pretty good. Wasn't a huge fan.
So we're gonna do Frozen next, which because a lot of people love it, and it doesn't seem like we are going to like it.
I just feel like everyone loves it, but then you get everyone else that says like, "Ugh, I'm so tired of Frozen."
So we're gonna watch it because also we need some
happy movies without heads getting
stomped. Because we're gonna do happy. We did Garden State, which made me depressed because I don't have a girlfriend. There better be no dating in Frozen. I'll tell you that much.
We'll see. Can
I put a side note off real quick?
Sure.
So, turn my Wii U off because of all my money, right? And on my TV is Cartoon Network. They're showing Shrek 2.
Yeah.
I sit down for the whole thing.
The best, better than the first one, I think.
That's true. Shrek 2 is way better than the first one. That movie still holds up. It has some dumb...
I saw it like twice in the theater. I remember cracking up.
It has some like really dumb jokes in it. Like there's like a Sir Justin poster. Like Justin Timberlake. Like there's...
In the second one?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even that famous when that movie came out.
It was what, 2004? He was famous in the 90s.
But he wasn't like superstar famous. Like
he also married Cameron Diaz. Because he was in the third one.
Cameron Diaz.
The third one was so bad.
She was in The Mask.
But Shrek 2 really holds up. So we're going to do Frozen next.
Long story short, some of this podcast, Shrek 2 holds up.
I don't get why it's a joke. I mean, we kind of made a joke out of it with the chat about movies. The whole Shrek being a joke.
I didn't think it was a joke.
No, it is a joke on the internet. Like, people make a joke out of Shrek.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because Shrek 3 and 4 just really sucked ass.
Wasn't there a fifth one?
No, there's two holiday specials and a 3D ride.
And then there was Puss in Boots, the spinoff.
No, there's Puss on My Mouth.
That really upset me.
Because it's too funny?
It's too funny in my head.
Not all jokes can be home runs. So let's end this on an hour. Next time we're watching Frozen, leave a comment if you want us to do a commentary track for Edward Scissorhands.
And then let us know what movies we should start
we're just going to do it. We are going to start doing things you suggest. We just...
Drive. We did Drive because it was a suggestion.
It was. And then
someone suggested we do Shrek.
A long time ago, we were like, okay, someone suggested Blue is the warmest color.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do it.
We keep delaying. And then we looked at the
runtime, 3 hours, and we're like, let's
watch
wait
Donnie
up.
Darko.
That's exactly what we did.
So Blue is the warmest color.
That podcast is our most viewed.
So Camp Blue is the warmest color. We'll get to you. You have to really convince us in the comments.
Or the comic, if you're writing a comic.
Mail us a comic book.
So thanks for listening at BrettCM82.
At Daredevil Union. I don't tweet. Don't waste your time.
I usually tweet out you're asking for your opinions the day we record. We record on Wednesdays and
Mondays,
Fridays.
You just text me. I come over and I talk about it.
But Wednesday we are going to record, and so tweet me. What do you think about Frozen? What movie should we do? Should we do Edward
Scissorhands commentary? Should we start doing commentaries instead of podcasts?
End our podcast?
Should we just shoot ourselves in the dicks?
I don't think we should start doing commentaries instead. All right. I'm really trying to get before an hour. That way Kirby Crossing doesn't yell at me.
He does comment on every single video.
Dude, he is like a good
biggest faggot I know. Bye!